Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are talking about some of the most essential network commands every Linux user should know. We will cover commands like ifconfig, iwconfig, iftop, ping, and nslookup, all key tools to understanding how your system connects to the world. So let's dive right in. Let's start with ifconfig. This command stands for interface configuration and is used to check and configure the network interfaces on your system. When you type ifconfig, it lists out details like your IP address, netmask, broadcast address, and more. You will see something called the loopback interface, which is used by your system to communicate with itself. You will recognize it because the IP address will always be 127.0.0.1. And here you will see the wireless interface. Let's try a quick demo of how to turn an interface off and back on. If I type this command sudo ifconfig and then the name of the interface, which is WLAN0, and then down, this command brings your WLAN0 interface down. It's like turning off your internet for that interface. As you can see, there is no WLAN0 more because it is off. And if I type sudo ifconfig WLAN0 and then up, this brings it back up, reconnecting the interface. And here is it, back to business. Now, what's the difference between ifconfig and iwconfig? Well, ifconfig is for managing wired network interfaces, while iwconfig is specifically for wireless interfaces. It allows you to see and configure parameters like your wireless frequency, SSID, and mode. Next, let's take a look at iftop. Think of this command as a radar that shows real-time bandwidth usage for your network interfaces. When you run sudo iftop, you will see which connections are consuming the most bandwidth and where your data is flowing. Right now, I don't have any connection, so let's run Firefox and open some websites to make connections. As you can see, there are 5 columns. The first one is the source IP, and the second one is the destination IP. The third one shows the bandwidth usage in the last 2 seconds, and the fourth one displays the bandwidth usage in the last 10 seconds, and the fifth one displays the usage of bandwidth in the last 14 seconds. A few neat things you can do in iftop. Press N to toggle DNS resolution. You will see domain names turn into IP addresses. Press P to toggle port display. This shows which ports are being used for each connection. Now, we all know that one annoying question we get when someone's internet is down. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Well, before doing that, try ping. In the real world, pinging is like sending a hello message to another computer. If it replies back, you know the other device is reachable. You can ping a website or an IP address. For example, ping google.com. This checks if Google's server is reachable. And to stop it, just type Ctrl+C. And ping 8.8.8.8. This pings Google's DNS server directly. The replies show how long it took for a message to travel to the destination and back, which is handy for detect network issues. Finally, let's talk about nslookup, which stands for Name Server Lookup. This command helps you translate domain names into IP addresses by something known as DNS, which stands for Domain Name System. Imagine DNS as the phone book of the internet. When you type in google.com, DNS finds the IP address linked to that domain, so your computer knows where to connect. For example, if we run nslookup facebook.com, this will show you the IP address associated with Facebook. And if you try Google, you will get Google's IP address. It's an easy way to verify if DNS is working correctly or to troubleshoot domain resolution issues. And that's it for today. Now you've got a handle on some of the most essential networking commands in Linux. Next up, we'll start our ethical hacking series using aircrack tools. So make sure to stick around. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated. Catch you in the next one.